Greetings to all of you, wherever you're listening from. I am Commander Bimal Raj, a TEDx speaker, internationally certified trainer and coach, mindset mentor, and a teen and parents coach. In this podcast, The Awkward Talks, I bring you topics that are usually considered taboo or are not discussed freely but are some of the most pivotal things that we should be talking about. Hello everyone, let's talk about something beautiful today. Let's talk about glimmer, the opposite of trigger. See, we all know what a trigger is. It's something that initiates or sets off a reaction, response, or event, right? It could be a song, it could be a dish or a place, sometimes even a smell or a phrase or a color. Now, a trigger is often associated with a specific stimulus that elicits a particular emotional, psychological, or physiological response in a person, right? Now, triggers can have both positive and negative effects. While some triggers may lead to negative emotions or reactions, others can be associated with positive feelings, memories, or behaviors. Now, the extent of reaction to a trigger varies from person to person based on their experience, right? Now, we as humans have evolved to be attentive to triggers, especially those signals that are potential threats or dangers. Now, this is an evolutionary trait and it has helped our ancestors survive in a world filled with risk. However, in our modern lives, where most of us are fortunate to live in a relatively safe and stable environments, it's essential to shift our focus towards looking for glimmers rather than getting fixated solely on triggers. Now, what are glimmers, you must be wondering. I will explain, but let me do it differently. Let me take you on a journey. Alright? So are you ready to travel with me? First, close your eyes. Don't do it if you are driving, alright? But if otherwise, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, imagine you are in the middle of a typical day. You're on the road. There's a lot of traffic. You're just 10 minutes away from your destination and suddenly the traffic is stopped. It seems there's going to be a big VIP movement and you are stuck along with all the others on the road. Now you're beginning to feel annoyed. You take a look to your left and you see a white car. You can see the frown on the driver's face. You can see that he's arguing on the phone. You can see he's getting more and more worked up due to the delay. You can see more and more vehicles lining up behind you. You can literally feel the anger, frustration, irritation, anxiety of all the people around you. Though you're not particularly late, you begin to feel resentment rise in you. Now suddenly, you begin to feel your head getting heavy and you get the urge to curse the VIPs, the traffic police, and even the other vehicles in front of you simply for being in front of you. You suddenly remember that your child had back answered that morning. You remember your partner had forgotten to do something that you had reminded them to do. Your house help had asked to go on a vacation and your mood is becoming more and more sour. Then you look to your right. There's a huge dog in the car next to you. The minute he sees you looking at him, he puts his paw out as if offering you a handshake. You smile. You make eye contact with the driver of the car, who rolls his eyes and says, "My dog loves people. He wants to be friends with everyone." You smile some more and reach out to shake hands with the dog. And suddenly the headache that was forming behind your head is gone. You look around and see someone nodding their head to music and smell the jasmine that's being sold by an enterprising youngster. You think of a happier time. The delay is not that bad anymore. Alright, snap back. Now in the above narrative, the dog was the glimmer, the opposite of a trigger. Now there are moments in life when a simple glimmer can trigger a cascade of emotions And more often than not, these emotions are ones of pure joy. Whether it's the twinkle of a star in the night sky, a child's infectious laughter, or a sudden burst of sunlight through the clouds on a rainy day, these glimmers have that magical power to ignite our spirits and fill our hearts with happiness. Now, there are several kinds of glimmers. First, there is the unexpected glimmer. One of the most beautiful aspects of a glimmer-triggered feeling of joy is its unexpected nature. It's those little surprises in life that catch us off guard. It momentarily pushes aside all our worries and allows us to revel in the present moment. Think about the last time you spotted a rainbow after a storm. The vibrant colors arching across the sky are like nature's way of telling us that even after the darkest of times, there's beauty waiting to be discovered. Next, the glimmer of kindness. Another remarkable source of joy-triggering glimmers is the kindness of strangers. Whether it's someone holding the door open for you when your hands are full, or a heartfelt compliment from a colleague, these small acts of kindness can brighten your day in an instant, and I've experienced this so many times. A glimmer of kindness is like a warm ray of sunshine breaking through the clouds of cynicism, and it reminds us of the goodness that still exists in the world. Next, glimmers of accomplishment. No, glimmers aren't always external. They can also originate from within. The sense of accomplishment, the pride when you achieve a long-sought goal or completing a challenging task can trigger immense joy. Like I just became a published author and I'm still reveling in that glimmer of seeing my book online and people commenting about it, congratulating me. This is amazing sense of accomplishment when these kind of glimmers happen in my life. It's the same for you. These self-generated glimmers of joy can be incredibly empowering, and it motivates you to reach even greater heights. Now, there are many positive impacts of glimmers, but let me share just a few with you here. First, it promotes well-being and reduces stress. When you purposely seek out and appreciate glimmers of joy, beauty and positivity, it contributes significantly to your well-being and also reduces your stress. Normally, we tend to add on stress to our lives by focusing on triggers. Try now to focus on glimmers more and see the magic happen in your life. Next is enhances resilience. Recognizing and savoring moments of joy and accomplishment can build emotional resilience. It can help us bounce back from setbacks and challenges with a more positive outlook. It strengthens relationships. Now, when you share these glimmers of joy with other people, you're basically lighting another candle of happiness, spreading it. And people will gravitate towards you more when they know that you might be calling to share another glimmer. Next, it cultivates gratitude. Now, recognizing and appreciating glimmers is a beautiful way of being grateful. And when you are in a state of gratitude, you are at the highest vibrational frequency and you will start attracting more things to your life that you can be grateful for. Next, it inspires positivity and mindfulness. As I explained earlier, our default mode is to look for triggers. Now, however, when you intentionally shift and start looking for glimmers, you by default become positive and optimistic. And you cannot do that without being fully present in the moment, thus making you more mindful as well. Now, while it is essential to remain aware of potential triggers for our own safety and well-being, consciously redirecting our attention towards glimmers can lead to a much more fulfilling and joyful life, and on a daily basis, in fact. Now, how can you chase these glimmers of joy? Sometimes all it takes is a change of perspective to recognize them. To chase these moments of joy, consider the following practices in your life. First is mindfulness. Cultivate an awareness of the present moment. When you're fully engaged with what's happening around you, you're more likely to notice those glimmers of joy. Next, embrace small pleasures. Joy doesn't always come from grand gestures. It can be found in the everyday experiences like savoring a good cup of coffee, enjoying a favorite song, or feeling the warmth of a hug. Next, give and receive kindness. Actively engage in acts of kindness towards other people and be open to receive kindness in return. It's a two-way street that can create a chain reaction of joy. Next, set meaningful goals. Pursue goals that align with your passion and values. The journey towards these objectives can be filled with joy-triggering glimmers as you make progress and celebrate achievements, all your milestones. Don't wait for the ultimate goal to be achieved to celebrate. Celebrate all your milestones, all your achievements, small ones, big ones, doesn't matter. Now, in the tapestry of life, it is these glimmers of joy that add vibrancy and depth. They remind us that even in challenging times, there is always room for happiness. So my advice, keep your eyes open for those unexpected glimmers and let them trigger waves of joy that brighten your path. Now I hope that after listening to this episode, you become a glimmer chaser instead of a trigger chaser. If this episode gave you a new perspective to everyday living, do not forget to rate the episode. Please do like and share this episode and help others see the everyday glimmers. Please do not forget to click on the follow button so that you don't miss any of our episodes. This is Commander Bimal Raj and I will be back with another episode very soon.